No matter how you relate to your car, it is important to care for it in specific ways that will maintain its reliability, preserve its drivability, and protect its retail value. Moon Motors and Tyre Centre, 81 Huia Street, Otahu, Auckland. Phone 09 270 3434.
Sandringham Central Dental Care. Dr. Akhtar and Dr. Frank will provide you with the best dental care in Auckland at very affordable prices. Sandringham Central Dental Care, 532 Sandringham Road, Sandringham. Phone 09 815 7205.
Jim, why are the Progressives running in this election and what do they hope to achieve?
Well, I've got a long memory in politics, and I remember before the 9 years of this government that we've been a coalition partner with Labor in. I remember mass unemployment. I remember the destruction of our public services, the rundown in our health system and our education system, the shame many of us felt in the way in which we were being represented overseas. I actually remember when Nelson Mandela was called a terrorist by people who were in the government of New Zealand of the day. And the last 9 years have been probably the best 9 years of my political career because we've been reversing some of those things. We've been buying back state assets that were sold, like Air New Zealand and the railways. We've been instituting a New Zealand icon, the Kiwi Bank, when all the banks of New Zealand were sold. We've implemented the policy that Matt Robson founded in a private member's bill for 4 weeks paid leave for all workers in New Zealand. Many people in very affluent positions in New Zealand have had 4, 5 or 6 weeks for a long time. Now we've got all workers with 4 weeks. We've got paid parental leave. We've got regional development. We didn't send our soldiers into Iraq, and we never would have wanted to. And we've played a very strong international role for peace and for peacekeeping operations in places like East Timor. We've strengthened our military, of course, but for peacekeeping operations and rebuilding countries rather than destroying them. These seem to me to be incredibly important things. And people say often, oh, well, we've had this government for 9 years, we need a change. And my answer to that is change to what? What we had before? What we had before, if people don't remember, was pretty bad. And what we're hearing from the National Party, which is the most likely alternative, is that the people who were there before haven't learnt anything, and they want to march back to the future and do all those things over again, which we've actually had to rectify.
Now, you're the coalition partner in the Labour Progressive government. What is this coalition government still going on with its agenda to achieve for New Zealanders?
Well, I think basically we've strengthened the infrastructure of New Zealand, whether it's transport, whether it's our regional communities, which are now much more healthy than they were. You could have gone to regional communities 10 years ago and you would have found empty shops in the main streets all over the country. Now they're booming. And I want that to continue. But furthermore, having stabilised some of our important social services like health and education, we want to move forward. We've had to get nurses' wages and teachers' wages, both at preschool, primary and secondary school, up to standards so we maintain our teachers and nurses. But now we want to move forward in improving the quality of the services that we have, both in education and health. And the most important thing for me, from the ordinary family's point of view, is giving them a chance to own their own homes, because house prices and home ownership is becoming scarcer than I would like to see. So there's some unfinished business. I don't see parties that advocate high tax cuts for the most affluent New Zealanders, including people like me, as being conducive to doing all of those things that I now see as being necessary. So I'm prepared to lend my weight to seeing this government continue the very good work it started, because there's still things to do.
Now you're standing again in your seat in Christchurch, which you have held since 1984. What are your plans and your party's plan to bring more members of parliament in to support you in the possible Labour Progressive Coalition government again?
Well, I'm not arrogant enough to suggest that I know I'm going to win, but I've been through a lot of changes in my electorate boundaries, and I've won every successive election, 8 or 9 on the trot. So I think there's a fair chance that I'll get re-elected. That means that there's a chance, even inside the 5% of party vote, for me to bring other people into Parliament. Now, the first person I'd like to bring back is Matt Robson, who made a very strong contribution. He is an experienced member of Parliament, a former cabinet minister, and he knows how to work the system in here to get things like 4 weeks paid annual leave. He did that as a backbencher, which is an incredible achievement. So getting people like Matt back will be of great assistance to me, and if he has other colleagues with him, it'll make an enormous difference to the contribution we make. I can do a lot of things, of course, on my own, but I can do a whole lot more if I have people here to help. So voting for the Progressive Party on the party vote is going to give me the kind of support I need to achieve all the things that I know can be achieved in another term of office.
Thank you, Jim, and good luck to you and your Progressive Party.
Thank you very much.